Christmas.
The city lights outside were too bright, a neon hum that didn't match the heavy silence of Elowen's living room. On the floor sat a taped-up cardboard box labeled Christmas 1998 in faded marker. Elowen looked at it not with nostalgia, but with a weary truce. Some memories were better left under layers of tape and dust, protected from the sharp edges of the present. In the hallway, Silas shifted the weight of a dozen packages. He was a man in his 30s who often felt twice that age, his shoulders tight with the frantic demands of a season that always asked for more than he had to give. His own apartment was 3 floors up, a place of half-unpacked suitcases, a dying fern, and the hollow echo of a phone that rarely rang. A sharp, hesitant knock startled the silence of the apartment. Elowen opened the door to find Silas holding a package wrapped in plain brown paper. "I think the courier got the floor wrong," he said, his voice scratchy from a long day of silence. Elowen didn't take the box immediately. She looked at his tired eyes and saw a reflection of her own quiet isolation. Silas glanced past her, his eyes landing on the taped box sitting in the middle of her floor. "Getting a late start?" he asked, trying to fill the heavy air between them. He hadn't seen a real tree in his building yet, only the sterile blue-white glow of the lobby's plastic spruce. He suddenly found himself missing the messy, chaotic glitter of a home that actually felt lived in. "I'm not starting at all," Elowen replied softly, her voice steady but thin. She reached out to take the misdelivered package from him. There's a certain peace in skipping the theatrics. Once you stop trying to make the day magical, you realize it's just another Tuesday in December. But her hand lingered on the edge of the door, not quite ready to pull it shut. Silas leaned his shoulder against the doorframe, letting out a long, slow breath. "I told myself the same thing. My family is 3,000 miles away, and my kitchen table is buried under spreadsheets. But honestly, I'd give anything for one of my mother's burnt ginger cookies right now." He gave a short, dry laugh that held no bitterness, only a quiet honesty. Elowen looked at the young man, then back at her dark, still apartment. The "just another Tuesday" lie felt suddenly brittle. "The tea in the kitchen is still hot," she said, the invitation surprising even her. "And if you happen to have a pocket knife, we could at least see if those ornaments survived the move 5 years ago." Silas hesitated for a heartbeat, then stepped over the threshold. The tape hissed as it pulled away from the cardboard. Inside, wrapped in yellowed newspaper, were the fragments of a different life. Silas handled the ornaments with a reverence that made Elowen's chest ache. They didn't talk about the people who were no longer there to hang them. Instead, they talked about the weight of the glass and the way the lamplight caught the old tinsel. Silas pulled out a delicate glass bird, its wings etched with fine silver lines that shimmered like frost. "This one," he whispered, holding it up. "It looks like it's waiting for the right moment to fly." He held it toward the single lamp in the corner. In that small circle of light, the bird seemed to breathe, casting a shimmering, watery pattern across the palm of his hand. They didn't go out to buy a tree. Instead, Silas helped Elowen hang the silver bird on a sturdy branch of her potted ficus plant. When he finally said goodnight and headed to his own floor, the apartment didn't feel quite so empty. Elowen sat in her chair, watching the bird sway in the draft. The world was still loud, and the year was still hard. But for tonight, the silence was kind.
Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas!